33 days to go before the election, we're kicking off a new I-Team series called the Election Project. All month long, the I-Team is going to help you make sure your vote counts by separating fact from fiction in every aspect of what's shaping up to be the most controversial election since those hanging chads of 2000. That election 20 years ago may not know who's like that time. We may not know who won this year's contest, actually on election night. The I-Team's Melissa Russo walks us through what could happen.
In this pocket of Queens where Donald Trump is popular,
Trump all the way.
Voters are highly suspicious of mail-in ballots.
No mail-in. I'm going direct person.
Tell me why.
Because it's not going to get there. They're going to cheat.
They cheat. They cheat.
It's a theory supported by their candidate.
You know, they found ballots in a garbage can.
And they just put them in the garbage.
Some voters are so convinced they're willing to stomach the risk.
As long as you wear your mask.
We'll put our masks on and we'll go and vote.
While some voters are die-hard in-person ballot casters, pandemic or not, the anticipated tidal wave of mail-in ballots this year means it's highly likely we won't have a White House winner on election night.
It's going to be a roller coaster in the days following. We may not know who wins for several weeks. We have become so tribalized in this country that now even voting and how you vote has become a part of the partisan divide.
Over in suburban Westfield, New Jersey, David Gaulish thinks it's silly as his neighbors take sides over ballot casting.
You're on one team or the other. Real men don't vote by mail.
My name's Nina.
According to Nina Ovren, a Get Out the Vote volunteer who calls Democrats all day long.
Have you gotten your ballot?
Do you have a plan?
Anytime before November 3rd,
Fill it out and drop it off as soon as you possibly can. Bye-bye.
They seem more comfortable dropping their ballot in a mailbox.
Yes, I would say by and large everybody's very nervous about going in person.
Weighing the risk to their health against the risk of a long drawn-out ballot counting spectacle.
You just want to see your democracy do what it's supposed to do.
When the winner is decided hangs on two factors: how people vote and when ballots are counted. More than 80% of Trump supporters plan to vote in person, while voting by mail is far more popular with Biden supporters. Across the country, ballots are processed and counted at different times. Some states, like Texas and New Jersey, are already verifying and checking ballots as they arrive. Other states will start on various days closer to November 3rd. But 8 states won't even touch ballots until Election Day, including critical battlegrounds like Pennsylvania and Wisconsin.
2020 is a tsunami.
Professor Sam Issacharoff is one of the election experts now predicting a perfect storm in a close race, beginning on election night when President Trump may appear to be in the lead with most mail-in ballots not yet counted.
There's the scenario that there is what's called a red mirage on election day and a blue wave that follows.
But paper ballot counting is a time-consuming, messy business.
It can only play out to Democrats' disadvantage.
It's a fraud, and it's a shame.
The concern is, as time drags on, President Trump could declare victory and undermine the mail-in ballots. That's when Republican-controlled state houses could try to exercise a little-known right in Article 2 of the Constitution.
The right to declare the election a failure and to substitute their own selection of the electors to the Electoral College.
And Democrats are particularly concerned this could be a potential issue in key battleground states like Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Florida, where Republicans control the state houses.